Good evening. Welcome, everybody. How's everybody tonight? Wonderful. That's what I like to hear. I am sorry for a late start. Many of you who've known me for years know I'm a stickler for starting on time. We had some technical difficulty. Forgive me. Apologies. I'll just take everything at a faster tempo and we'll get you out. How's that sound? That's a joke. Okay, all right. We are going to thank you. I appreciate the kids. So here's what I need you to do. First off, if you have your cell phone, I would love for you to put it on its most silent mode. And if you're a student, I would love for you to turn it completely off. Okay? And if I see you with your cell phone out, playing a game or on Snapchat or whatever it is you people do, it's not going to be good for you. Okay? You may not get that phone back until 2026. Okay? And parents, I hope you can conduct yourselves with gratitude and graciousness, and know if you need to use your phone, go outside. Okay? All right, so this is our first group. This is the jazz band. A couple things we're going to play for you today. The students wanted last year, they played a couple small groups and do what we call combos, and they do their own solos and that kind of thing. They wanted to do that again this year, so we're actually going to play only one tune for you as a big band, but it's kind of a special tune for us this year because our former member of the group was fortunate enough to arrange a little tune for us of At Night I Think of You, and his name is Charles Grace. He's currently at Michigan State University, and I'm happy he was went in as a jazz performance major, and actually I'm happy to report he's switched to music ed because I think he's going to be a great teacher, but he arranged this for us, and we're going to play it for you tonight, and then we'll switch to the combos. So would you please welcome the IAE East Jazz Band. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of a reset here while our combos get ready. So just give us just a second. All right. This is our freshman and sophomore group playing Sunny Moon for Two. Oh, by the way, I forgot. They're going to be soloing in this. So after they do a solo, you should give a big round of applause and a whoo whoo. Okay? All right, here we go. This is a freshman sophomore group doing Sunny Moon for Two. Give them another big round of applause. By the way, I should mention some of those guys, they're playing on secondary instruments, or this is their first time in jazz band, so I appreciate it. Yeah, you guys are good, thank you. Next group up is our sophomore group, and I forgot what they're playing. I'll tell you in just a second. And they will be playing Bag's Groove. So this is the sophomore group. Okay, and this is our advanced group, many of who are in lessons or upperclassmen, and they will be performing Misty for you. Give them another big round. That was great, right? And the best part of that is I pretty much stayed out of that group. They just kind of did that on their own, which was even better. It shows a lot of learning, and that was awesome. We're going to take a little transition. Concert band, you can, of course, listen to the orchestra's first tune. After their first tune, if you would just quietly head to the orchestra room, okay? It'll take just a minute to get the transition, and we'll have Miss Mays join us for the orchestra.
Good evening. Thanks for coming to our concert tonight. I'm really excited to see what concert band and symphonic band have. I know they have a fantastic program for you. I just want to take a quick second. All of the seniors in our full orchestra ensemble will be recognized either tonight with symphonic band or tomorrow with chorale or symphony orchestra. But could I have seniors just stand up, please? All right, we'll do one more for you, and then we'll go on to concert band.
Introducing Rhythm Talent.
Again, thank you for coming out tonight for this concert. What you have before you is the concert band, and they have done a great job this year. A lot of them have switched instruments. Before we go on and play the next tune, I would like to acknowledge some of those people because of we don't really have a feeder per se. I never know what I'm getting, and I have a couple brave people who are good IB risk takers and switch instruments to make the band sound better. And if you switched instruments or started a new instrument this year, would you stand up right now and let everybody give you a huge round of applause? That's tuba, trombone, yes, look at that, Tuba back there, Liz, yeah, thank you. This next tune we're gonna do is actually from the middle section of a suite from Holst called The Planets. It's from the middle section, the fourth movement, Jupiter. It's the chorale from it. You'll probably recognize it. It's played a lot in different movies. John Williams has stolen it and for some of his movies. But this is the middle part of the chorale from Jupiter, also called a Holst hymn. There we go. Before I play our last tune for the concert band for the evening, and I would ask that you stay for the duration of the concert and support the symphonic band, and your students will be in that ensemble someday, so we want to support them. I do want to thank all the parents who come out tonight and make this possible, who spend money on instruments, on reeds, on valve oil, on all that stuff, on private lessons. And if you're not in private lessons, get them in private lessons, and all that good stuff. There's a couple things you can do for our young musicians. You don't have to spend a ton of money. One of the best things you can do is maybe upgrade the mouthpiece or upgrade the reeds. That's one of the first things to get them sounding better. And if kids sound better, they want to play more, they want to play better. So, they develop over time. You saw what some of those older jazz band kids did tonight, and that's what we want, So it's a great thing. So I want to thank you for doing all that. I also want to thank the Music Parents Association. They are a 501c3 nonprofit organization that is founded several years ago to support students in music. And they're the ones who organize sort of all the volunteer work and all that stuff. So I do want to thank them. They also kind of help get the food and stuff together for tonight. I would also like to say that, I have been, the orchestra and choir parents have been beating us as far as volunteering and getting to events and setting up. So I would love to get back on top of that game. So keep that in mind, parents, as we go forward through the years. So I do want to thank all the crew at Athens here that at Troy High here that has helped us out, and the tech people that make this run really smooth. So I appreciate that. And so before we play and we've got a few more announcements at the end of the program tonight as we acknowledge our seniors. Before we play our last tune for the night, I'll tell you a little bit about it. It's a bit odd. It's by an Australian composer named Jodie Blackshaw. And her goal here was she wanted to do something simple but interesting. And so the piece is composed using only 5 notes. And it's on top of that, it's an A minor. This doesn't mean anything to you, but that's actually a terrible key for band. It's fine for piano and orchestra, but it's terrible for band. But she did that on purpose. To try to teach, students how to kind of finger through some of these notes that are not always that easy to play, okay? But on top of that, the piece incorporates what we call aleatory. And aleatory comes from the Greek word for dice. So there's times when there's actually no time being beaten, right? It's just that the students are sort of playing at their own leisure, okay? And they have these homemade instruments that are rattles and glasses that they've brought where they fill water to try to get different pitches. And then there's this sort of like drone that happens and all this kind of stuff. So it's kind of interesting, but it also is supposed to sound sort of like a whirlwind approaching. And the star of the show are the whirlies. So we get to learn a little bit about physics. Guys, are you back there with the whirlies yet? Could somebody show the audience what a whirly is? Yeah. Okay, spin it real fast, get it really high. There we go, yeah. So you can see, you can kind of get, you learn a little bit about physics in the harmonic series, because as you spin that thing faster, you hear the overtone series more. So it's kind of interesting. So we're going to play for you in our last piece of the night, Whirlwind, and you'll get to see the stars of the show, the whirlies back there. So give us just a second while we reset.
Symphonic Band, you guys can go ahead and come in the back.
So the great thing about being a band director at the IAE is I get to have these guys for 4 years usually. So I get to know them, and it's been a great 4 years. And I'm always sad to see the seniors go, but I know they're going on to bigger and better things. So it's a good but a sad night for me here. So, but I do want to acknowledge a couple people before we go on. We have several students, and I didn't do this for concert band. If you're in the audience and want to stand up, you can. We have several students who march for the Athens Marching Band, and they do an awesome job, and they're some of the best leaders that you could ask for, and I would like for them to stand up and let us give them a big round of applause. So that's always a good time. And then the other thing that I want to acknowledge is we have some really super talented people in, and of course I always acknowledge the marching band because that's up my alley, but we also have a lot of people who play sports and do very well. We've got a championship golfer in the band, we've got championship tennis players, soccer players, all that good stuff. If you play for Athens or your home district and play a sport, would you stand up and let us give you a big round of applause? So very excited to have them here. So the nice thing about the last concert, we get to do a lot of Pops tunes, and I'm a Spider-Man fan, and so are some of the students in the band, and they said, hey, can we do Spider-Man? I said, yeah, sure, why not? So this is excerpts from Spider-Man No Way Home. It's also the reason Alan is wearing a Spider-Man outfit. So. I'll tell you what. Yeah, that makes more sense. Sorry, need to do the most efficient thing here. So of course this is the sad time. As we do our last concert, it's always sad to see these guys go, but I am so happy that I've gotten to know them and over the last 4 years. So tell a little bit about them. And of course, if you want pictures, we can get them afterwards. If you want one while they come across the stage, hurry up and get it, okay? We don't want to be here all night, so. All right, and I am going to go in alphabetical order here, guys, by last name, so that might be a little bit of a challenge, sorry. It's just that way I don't forget anybody and it's easier. The first person I want to acknowledge is in DP music as well with me, an oboe player extraordinaire. And if you don't know about the oboe, it's a very difficult instrument to play. She's done a great job over the years, Anvi Aurora. Step right over here. Go all the way to the end because we have a lot of singers. All right, and another young man that I remember as a little clarinetist freshman player, and his brother is also a clarinetist, which is a good time. So that is Vishal Shandhu. And Spider-Man himself, Alan is a great, just played set for me in jazz band. He's in the Athens March Band. He's a great percussionist. This is Alan Dauphine. And this is not the first dowling I've had. I had the honor of having Kai's sister, who is also a wonderful musician, and Kai is a great trumpet player and great soccer player. This is Kai Dowling. Good, I love that. Oh, yeah. Well, you were on this list, but not this one. Sorry. Thank you for that. That's why I did them in alphabetical order. Okay. Also, another great trumpet player, and I've got to have him in TOK as well. And we get to talk music and soundtracks and all kinds of stuff. Great guy. This is Amit Chitri. And another great trumpet player that I've known for 4 years and got to have, I think, personal project with, right? Great guy. This is Shailesh, let me start again. Shailesh Gulapalli. And of course, what would a band be without a good saxophone player or several? And I have had the pleasure of having this guy in DP music as well. This is Andrew Haddad. And not only a great flute player, but a champion golfer and a great gal all around. This is Srijani Kanuri. And also not only a good saxophonist, but this year, this young man's, was it last year or this year? Last year, switched to French horn, and he just crawls all over it, which is a really hard brass instrument to play. So I was very happy to have him. This is Andrew Kwan. And Andrew is also in DP music, so that's been awesome to see all that creativity with these people. Another young man that's been in diploma music with me and a great saxophonist who's very creative, awesome guy, Stephen Manusan. And young lady, also a saxophonist in the Athens Marching Band, terribly creative. I've had her for DP Music, TOK, all kinds of stuff. This is Sarah Patero. Next young lady, also I've had for DP Music, flute and piccolo player extraordinaire, Athens Marching Band. She sings, she dances, she does it all. This is Hamali Patil. Scoot up so you're in front. Yeah, that's fine. That's just in case we want a picture. Okay, and another clarinetist that I've had, I believe, for a personal project a couple years ago, and has faithfully played clarinet. Good musician. This is Tarun Rajesh. And what would my band be without the loudest baritone saxophone player on this side of the Mississippi, and a good musician who has really helped me out with jazz band the last couple years, and has just been something else. And he is also in DP Music, so I've had the honor of having him there as well. But this is Atul Sakar. And another DP Music student who I have really watched blossom into a great musician. Bassoon players do not grow on trees, and so it's always good to have a good one and a creative one at that. This is Alex Shamoon. Next young lady is a great flutist. Was always impressed with, especially during the pandemic. She was always trying to do her best to do the videos and stay on top of things, and has turned into a really great flautist. This is Yashvi Shukla. And what would my percussion section be without Jay? Jay I have had for TOK as well, and he's one person I love to give a hard time to because he can take a good joke, I think. So great musician. This is Jay Villa. I was trying to practice the last name. I had it before I got up here. Again, as I said, oboe and bassoon players don't grow on trees, and oboe is I think oboe is absolutely the most difficult instrument to play. And I always say you have to be really smart to play the oboe. And this young man is a great musician. This is Madhav help me. What he said. There you go. Okay, would anybody like a picture with all of them up? All right, we'll get it. Hurry up.
Yeah, just get it right now. All right, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Thank you.
Okay, there we go. So the John Philip Sousa was a great American band composer. He was the first director of the Marine Band in Washington, D.C. He was known as the March King. His family has a foundation. He's kind of considered the grandfather of the band movement in America, which is a little bit different than the orchestra movement because it's associated with football and outdoor performances and all that kind of stuff. But his foundation has a couple of awards that they give and we're allowed to give through various families of musicians that have bought into these sort of awards. And I'm going to give a few of these tonight. So the first one we're going to give is we have 2 Patrick Gilmore Band Awards. Patrick Gilmore succeeded Sousa and was also a prominent composer in his own right. And it was just kind of like one of our, I guess, the band uncles, if you will. So these awards tonight go to Andrew Kwan and Sarah Patero. The Director's Award for Band is another award that we generally give to someone who shows a lot of spirit for music, the band, but also shows leadership and dedication. Prime example, this young man tonight said, "Hey, I don't know if the percussionists thought through this because there's a bunch of equipment that has not gotten delivered." I said, "Oh, can you do that?" And he goes, "Yeah, I'll do it." So the Director's Award for Band goes to Alan Dauphine. Many of you may have heard of the musician Quincy Jones. So this is a musicianship award. Quincy Jones, famous composer who actually was around Detroit a lot. But this is generally given to someone who's sort of a well-rounded musician, but also a creative type. And that award goes to Alexander Shamoon. And then one of the awards that we also like to give is the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award. I do not give this out every year, but I give it to people who are passionate about jazz and who've really shown a passion for that type of music. Different kind of music. It's not everybody's thing, but this young man has done a great job. This goes to Atul Sakar. All right, we're getting close. Leonard Bernstein, great American conductor and composer, and he holds a musicianship award. So this award goes to someone who really is kind of a well-rounded performer, and maybe might play multiple instruments. It just shows a really promising musicianship. Now, I screwed something up and had the wrong name. I doubled up on the name, so sorry, I will get this fixed. I'll get a new plate. But the Bernstein Award goes to Anvi Aurora. And then finally, the last award, the John Philip Sousa Award itself. And of course, we have a record of who has won the John Philip Sousa. I don't give all these awards every year. It just kind of depends year to year. But John Philip Sousa we've given since the beginning of mine and Miss Mays' tenure at the IAE. She's also given some orchestra awards from the same foundation. But this award goes to someone who shows a commitment for band, good musicianship, strong leadership, and I can't think of anyone better and more deserving than Hamali Patil. All right. We want to thank you for coming out. I know this is, with the senior awards, we went a little longer than we wanted to go, but I think it's important we acknowledge them and we have a good ending. They only have a week left with us, so we're going to make the best of it. Just as an announcement, if the students borrowed a uniform from the school, those are going to be returned and not before May the 6th. Is that 3rd? 3rd. So that is the day of the English Lit exam, seniors, okay? So what you have to do is either return it to us with a receipt from a dry cleaner, or you can, the music boosters will have it cleaned. It's a little bit of a fundraiser for us for $15. You don't have to worry about it. You just bring it in, bring $15, we'll clean it, and that's it. Okay, but please do not bring any of those uniforms in before that date, because we are not ready to receive them. We don't have room for them, is the problem, so we don't have storage for them. And then, again, if you would like to help out MPA, we would really love to have you. Please see one of the MPA members outside. We do have a concert tomorrow night. Many of these people will be on the stage with the orchestra, and we'll be performing one of mine and Miss Mays' favorite pieces, American Salute. We have a rehearsal on that tomorrow, and we're going to pray that goes well. And but it should be a great concert. Miss Mays has got, I heard her choir today. She sounded great. Jazz band will also be back tomorrow night, performing an Aretha Franklin tune with the choir. So that'll be kind of cool. Anything else? No? Thank you for coming. This is our last tune. It is called Bayou Breakdown. It is a fugue. I won't go into the details on what a fugue is, but it's got all these sort of entrances and textures, and you get one theme and then another one and then another, and they're overlapping. It's kind of fun. It's kind of a little hoedown type situation. So we trust you will enjoy the last tune we're going to play. This is Bayou Breakdown. Thank you for coming tonight, and get home safe. Thank you.
All right, we are just getting them set to clear the stage. We hope to see you out there. Thanks for coming.